In Project Safe Schools tonight, questions and concerns after the Tulsa School Board votes to send the district's youngest students back to class. After a 7-hour virtual meeting last night, the board voted to send pre-K and kindergartners back in person for 4 days a week starting November 9th. Elementary grades will return to the class 4 days a week on November 16th, pending the latest COVID-19 data. The board tabled the discussion on middle and high school students until next week. They also decided that parents who prefer to keep their kids at home can continue with distance learning.
And that vote leaving a lot of questions unanswered for parents and teachers. Our very own Dane Hawkins is live at TPS headquarters this evening with answers to some of the questions that are being asked the most. Dane, what's going on?
So that decision came down at about 1:30 a.m. this morning, and with it came a lot of questions from parents, and a lot of those questions came to us. So we went to work gathering those answers to those questions for the most frequently asked ones about how TPS is going to transition back into the classroom next month.
Very strong feelings, enthusiasm this morning about the decision, concern and frustration about the decision.
Mixed reaction to TPS's decision to return to in-person learning. Parents reached out to Two Works for You, wanting answers after the Tulsa County Health Department director gave a concerning update before that meeting.
The 5 highest risk settings with the most associated cases were in order: K-12 schools, healthcare.
Which raised this question. Why did the school district make this choice?
The data that we have that indicates that students who are younger are less likely to be the source of spreading the virus. Very significant rationale for the board moving ahead with the younger students.
Parents also want to know, will the students be required to wear masks?
Absolutely.
Next, will students eat in classrooms or cafeterias? And what about recess?
Passing between classes, lunch, things like that will all look very different.
Another key question, if I don't feel comfortable yet sending my child back to in-person learning, will it be able to stay in a distance learning format?
Being back in person does not mean that everyone is back in person. We told our families that they would have the option to stay in distance learning when our students come back.
So we also want to make a note that we did get your questions about transportation, aka how are bus routes and buses going to be done with them transitioning back into school next month. We'd also asked TPS about this. They said they'll be providing updates in the coming weeks, and we do have the link to see those updates on our website, kgrh.com. Live in Tulsa, Dane Hawkins, Two Works for You.